Hey guys! Alright, today's video will be once again another update on Winter Storm Odelia. This is the new snowstorm that I'm currently watching that will impact the Northeast and New England, including potentially the coastal areas as well of the Northeast and New England, including the big cities, Washington, D.C. up through Boston, and bring us some, in fact, potentially pretty heavy snowfall. I'm going to be showing you the GFS model and the European model. I wanted to show you only the CMC and European models in this video because the GFS model in particular right now is doing pretty trash. It's pretty much an on-fire garbage can right now with showing the storm and the potential snowfall amounts because it has too much dry air, way too much dry air infiltrating the system, and that just does not seem likely to occur. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to show you guys the GFS model in this video instead of the CMC because the CMC 12Z run is not coming in, so I don't get to show you the newest run of the model. Though, to be honest, I could just show you the most up-to-date current full run of the CMC model, which is the GDPS model here on Pivotal Weather instead of Tropical Tidbits. So I guess I'll just show you that instead, and then as well as the European model, because the GFS model, truly, it is upsetting to look at it, honestly. But I'll show you the CMC model, the 0Z run of the CMC model that came out earlier this morning, since the 12Z run wasn't able to fully come in whatsoever for pretty much at all. I'm not sure why that is, but I'll show you the 00Z run of the CMC model, and then what the current European model run is showing for the system. And it's very interesting, in fact. So we're going to start out here, move forward throughout the rest of today, through tomorrow, and towards now Sunday. Here we go. Here's Sunday. Here's the system moving in. You can see light to moderate to even heavy snow starting to occur for Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, including Baltimore and Washington, D.C., and then almost all of Pennsylvania is now getting in on that light to moderate snowfall. Now, let's continue to move this forward in time, and you can see by this time, this is now 1 to 2 a.m. on Monday, February 1st, and you can see snowfall has started up now for Philadelphia and New York City. And Long Island and pretty much all of New Jersey is in snow, and Connecticut is starting, the very southwestern portion of Connecticut is just starting at this point in time to see some snowfall. Now, we continue to move this forward in time. You can see there's that low pressure center, 1,002 millibar low pressure center. A new low will form off the coast, off the east coast, and move to the north and east. Once this old low over land dies, there will be a new low that forms offshore and brings the rest of the precipitation farther north and eastward to include the rest of southern New England and include Boston and even portions of northern New England's coast, including Maine, could see some snow from this. Now, we continue to move this forward. You can see that the CMC model indicates a very heavy band of snow potentially getting towards now 1 to 2 p.m. on Monday, February 1st, which is interesting. A bit heavier snow there for the New York City tri-state area. And then we continue to move this forward, and it takes a little while for that low pressure center to really start to strengthen. It doesn't really start to strengthen too much until we get towards 1 to 2 a.m. on Tuesday, February 2nd, so overnight Monday into Tuesday. But you can see it's still snowing for all of the coastal areas of the northeast New England, even Boston up through Maine gets heavier snow, and then that low pressure center really starts to bomb out, you would call it, because its pressure really starts to drop, drops down to a 979 millibar low pressure center. Now this is at 1 to 2 a.m. on Wednesday, February 3rd, and snow is now coming to an end in the New England, and then it will be fully out of here, according to the CMC model, by the time we get to between 1 to 2 a.m. on Thursday, February 4th. So this is going to be by the way, if you couldn't really tell already at this point, this is going to be a multi-day event for many areas. Now let's show you what the CMC model snowfall totals are being shown currently. And we move this forward in time, and here's the snowstorm, and we move it forward in time. a pretty heavy amount of snowfall, again, as I said, between Washington, D.C. through Boston. It puts Washington, D.C. in one bullseye there, though, where it could see upwards of a foot. Baltimore, as of right now, is shown to get like 8 inches. Philadelphia is shown to get as well about 8 inches, 9 inches maybe. New York City, again, as I said, that there was that frame where it had that very heavy snowfall banding over the New York City area, Long Island, Connecticut, where snowfall totals really just get bumped up a ton to where it gets towards 2 feet plus around the New York City tri-state area, and even southwest Connecticut gets up towards that 20-inch mark. Interesting. Widespread, all of Connecticut does look to potentially see it towards double digits snowfall totals. Rhode Island looks to get some decently heavy snowfall as well, could see towards double-digit snowfall totals. Massachusetts, particularly the northern portions of Massachusetts towards Boston, could see double-digit snowfall totals, while the Cape regions and Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard look to see much lower totals. And then as well up through the coast of Massachusetts, the coast of New Hampshire and coastal Maine look to get some as well decently heavy snowfall according to the CMC model. So that's very interesting. We want to really key in on that because we are starting to get into this time frame where we can start, locking down certain things. So, the snowfall totals, they're still going to change. The track's still going to change, but we're starting to get into that time frame where we can start to really fully start to pay attention and really take note of what the models are now showing for snowfall totals as well, and see how significant the models think the system will be. Now let's show you the European model, and the European model as well, like the CMC model, and by the way, the European model thankfully has a fully 12Z run that's fully come out, so that's good news. So here we go. Here's the European model, the 12Z run of the European model, and we move this forward in time, and we get, here we go. Now we're at towards about 7 to 8 p.m. now on Monday, February 1st, and snow has started to fall in much of Pennsylvania, Virginia, Northern Virginia particularly, Maryland, Delaware, Southern Jersey, and D.C., Baltimore, and Philly have started to see snowfall starting by this time, by around 7 to 8 p.m. on Monday, February 1st. Now, let's move this forward in time again, and the European model now has this low pressure center much stronger than the CMC and much closer to the coast at this point in time, and this is by about 1 to 2 p.m. on Monday, February 1st, where there's the mixing line now that's really cutting back on the totals, by the way, for Washington, D.C., potentially Baltimore and Philadelphia. I think the mixing line will potentially stay south of New York City and Boston, so I think New York City and Boston will stay pretty much all snow for an all-snow event, but you can see the mixing issues will really occur once again for Washington, D.C. up through Philadelphia. You can see snowfall starting to fall and really get heavier as we move forward. Now, the European model, the current 12Z run of the European model, does have Philadelphia, New York City, even Boston changing over to rain. I really don't see that occurring, and then it kind of dries out and moves away. The system moves away, and that's the thing about the system, is that it's going to be it's really tough still right now on really nailing down what will occur on where the system will track, and kind of how much the high pressure will be close to the system and how much dry air infuses into the system. But I really don't think that especially the New York City and Boston areas, between New York City and the Boston areas, will change over to rain. Maybe have some hours of mixing, but I don't think they'll ever change fully over to rain. And in any case, let's see what the Europeans' current snowfall outlook for the system is. And it's as well a pretty solid outlook for snowfall totals for the Northeast and New England. You can see the bullseye. The bullseye is especially for northern Maryland, very northern Virginia, central and eastern Pennsylvania into northern New Jersey, where snowfall totals will be anywhere from 1.5 feet to even towards 2 feet of snowfall, while the New York City, Long Island area looks to get as well. I mean, still pretty significant totals, up towards a foot of snowfall. Much of, particularly Western Connecticut, looks to see anywhere from 8 to 10 inches of snowfall. There's a bit of a snow hole kind of for central Connecticut and inland central Connecticut, where it only shows up towards like only 5 inches of snowfall occurring. That's bit of a that's not really, don't take that too seriously. Rhode Island, they generally show towards 7 inches. Massachusetts generally up towards double digits. Coastal New Hampshire and Maine look to get some pretty heavy snowfall as well. There is still time for the models to continue to iron out the specifics of where the low will track and how the snowfall totals will respond to that with how heavy the snowfall could be. So again, we really want to, I really want to continue tracking this with you guys, really keeping you guys updated with the system, because this system is looking very interesting and somewhat complex on how the system could turn out. So again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you're already subscribed, please make sure that your notifications for my channel are on so you continue to get daily updates on the snowstorm, because this is very, very interesting, and a very interesting snowstorm at that. And as well, consider liking the video and comment down below on commenting down below on what you guys think will occur with this system and what you guys think about this system. So again, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please consider liking the video down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.